Saturday, December 20th, and I could not be more excited. This is one of the best sports betting days of the entire year. We get playoffs for college football. We also get two great matchups in the NFL on Saturday. And in this video, you are going to get the 4 best player props for that entire slate. Not to mention, I'm going to tell you who's going to get into the end zone on Saturday, and then we're going to follow that up with the sportsbook play of the day. Who's going to win, who's going to lose, the unders, the overs, all of that in this video. So make sure you're paying attention, make sure you're locking in, and get ready to go bananas.
Sub to the channel, we drop picks on the daily, dropping knowledge every day, and you don't have to pay me, we just keep stacking wins while the rest moving lazy.
Before we get rocking and rolling and going over all of these free plays I have cooked up for you guys in this video, 200 likes. Someone that comments below will be in the running to win all of the profits from the sportsbook play of the day. Let's hammer that like button so that way I can give away some money. And if you're new here, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. I drop these free plays every single day. We swept Thursday. It's too early to tell for Friday. I'm so excited about Saturday. I haven't even waited for Friday's plays to finish, so I can't talk about any of that, but Thursday, we swept, and we are on the way to having a great Friday. We'll see how it shakes out in the end. And the single most important thing that you can do, go down below in the description. You'll find my buddy Stan down there. He's got so many ways for you to get free money. When you find him in the description down below, he'll send you over here where you can lock in all of the plays in this video without coming out of pocket at all. Tons of great options. I'll tell you which one I recommend after we read the play, but you can get a free 20 on Sleeper, a free 25 on Dabble. Deposit match is up the wazoo, and tons of great apps that if you haven't taken advantage of them yet, take advantage of them now, because once football season's over, these promos will be very dramatically decreased because all of these apps want you on there for football season. So go and take advantage now. And on top of all of that, if you sign up with any of those codes, you will get a free 30 days of premium plays for absolutely free. So take advantage. And when you're over here, he's also going to send you over to the Winible. You can get free plays, cheat sheets every single day. You can join premium if you want to. You don't have to. I told you how to get in there for free, but there's so much going on over here. Get on over there. Find my buddy Stan down below. I'll see you over there. There's a great Discord as well. The best sports betting community on the entire internet. And before we go any further, I have one more thing I have to say. Gambling involves significant risk. There's no guarantees of profit. You could lose some or all of your money. The content in this video is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute financial or legal advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. We are not responsible for any losses that may occur as a result of using the information provided here. Viewers must be 18 or older or legal age in their jurisdiction to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, please seek help. There's gambling resources down below, like 1-800-GAMBLER in the United States. I just showed you a bunch of affiliate links. I do receive commission for signups through those links. You get free money. I get a little bit of money. It's a great way to support each other and support the channel, so take advantage of those. Now, what did we do on Friday? I can't speak of it. We fully swept everything in the video on Thursday, like I said, everything in premium, like I said. This just a guy on YouTube hit for $2,000 just by following the plays that I'm providing here. So just hit those like button. No recap at all. Friday's still very, very active. We do have Bama in the free play. I absolutely hammered them. I gave that away for free, and I put a ton of money on them because I like them in this game. If they look to dead, it is currently halftime, 17 unanswered points. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be a very, very tight game. We knew that going in. I was actually leaning towards the under. We didn't take it, but I was leaning more under. I thought there'd be more defense in this game. It's looking very offensive driven. We'll see what happens. It's a super fun game, very entertaining to watch. If you see me looking over like this, it's because I have it on another screen. But let's get into Saturday, because I absolutely love Saturday. We get so many college football games. And then we do get the Eagles versus Commanders. Not as excited about that one. The Commanders have nothing to play for. The Eagles are just trying to get their offense synced up in time for the playoffs. They're fighting still for the number 1 seed. Don't think they'll get the number 1 seed in the NFC, but they're still fighting for the number 1 spot in their division. They should walk away with that one, but they still got to win some games. But I'm not really excited about that game. I'm way, way more excited, like I know a lot of you guys are if you're football fans. I'm not even a fan of either one of these teams, but I love football. And this NFC North matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers is going to be amazing. I could not be more excited. We're going to dive right into these player props. We're going to get to the player that's going to score a touchdown, and then we're going to go over the sportsbook play of the day. So I hope you're ready. I hope you're paying attention. Let's go. And now we'll start off in that Eagles-Commanders game. Great head-to-head data for Saquon Barkley here, and we're going to take him for over 60 rushing yards, 59.5 to be exact. He's done it in all three matchups versus the Commanders. He's had tremendous success against them. They have the 28th ranked rushing defense in the entire NFL. I think Saquon's going to have a game. He hasn't done too much this season, as you can see here. Only those two big breakout games. Other than that, he's been pretty mediocre. The offensive line on the Eagles has been pretty mediocre with Lane Johnson out, who might be healthy by the playoffs. So everybody be on alert there because he is the anchor on that offensive line. But for this game, I still think they're going to lean heavily on Saquon Barkley. I think he's going to have a tremendous showing. He is averaging 70 yards in his last 10 games, which brings us over this prop. Now, granted, that 70 average is propelled by those two big games that he did have going over 100 yards in those matchups versus the Chargers and the Giants. But I like this one. Nice division foe with a bad rushing defense. I think there's going to be plenty of garbage time. We know Marcus Mariota is behind center, who is a fully capable backup, but I still think that the Eagles are going to use this game to get right. I think it could be a scary blowout for the Commanders on Saturday. So we absolutely love Saquon to be heavily involved in that attack, and we're taking him here for 59.5 rushing yards. And in that same token, staying right there in Philadelphia, we're taking Dallas Goedert over just 25 receiving yards, 24.5. Again, the Washington Commanders defense is just not any good at all. They rank 28th in the league in receiving yards allowed. Dallas Goedert is Hurts' X factor, if you could say. He has had tremendous success all season long and versus the Commanders in recent history dating back to last year. He's cleared this line with ease. He's averaging 73 yards per game against the Commanders. Now, as you can see here, I do say tremendous success, but he has had some bad games. He only did 20 against the Cowboys, 18 against that very good Vikings defense. But he's played some good defenses. He's played some bad defenses, but he's gone over this line 6 of his last 10, averaging 43.7 in those last 10 games. I love his head-to-head data. I think he is going to be, I don't want to say check down magnet, but definitely someone that Jalen Hurts relies on when he has nothing on the outside and he's just trying to get one over the middle for those first downs. I think he could very easily do this with just 2 to 3 receptions, maybe even 1 if he's a little bit deep. We like Dallas Goedert here on Saturday over 24.5 receiving yards. And now we turn our sights to the Chicago Green Bay game, and we got Caleb Williams. I know that the Green Bay Packers passing yards allowed, they are 8th in the NFL. Micah Parsons, though, he did just get hurt, which is a major factor, especially in those passing downs. He is a tremendous pressure of the quarterback. He lays it on. We all know that. And he's not in this game. And Caleb Williams, last game against the Green Bay Packers, hit for 186 yards, which is not great. Nothing crazy, nothing to brag about, not even breaking 200. That's why we knocked this one down a little bit to 180, because this line is set at 206, which I do think he could hit, and I do actually like. But we're going to play it a little bit safer. He's averaging 222 over this last 10-game span, hitting at an 80% clip. We absolutely love that as well. I do like him for over that 206 if you don't want to adjust it down, if you want to take a little bit more of a risk. But I love him at 180. I think he is going to have a day. The Green Bay Packers just beat the Chicago Bears in a very good game just a couple of weeks ago. Now we get a quick turnaround. Now Green Bay is going into Soldier Field in Chicago. I think Caleb Williams, Ben Johnson's going to have the boys ready. Caleb Williams is going to show out. Last year, I'll fully admit this, I was a Caleb Williams denier. I did not think he was any good. Ben Johnson has completely turned this young man around. I think he is going to be a stud in the NFL now. He's completely changed my mind, and I think he's going to show out in this game against a division rival in a not a must-win game, but it's just about a must-win game for the Chicago Bears. So I love him in this matchup, over 180 passing yards. Now on Thursday, I told you the X factor was going to be Kyren Williams, and I couldn't have been more right. And I'm telling you right now, DeAndre Swift will be the X factor in this game for the Chicago Bears going up against the Green Bay Packers. We're taking him for over 73.5 rushing and receiving yards. We're not adjusting this one at all. I get the fact that Green Bay versus the rush attack is 8th in the NFL, and I actually think they might get a little bit better because the boys are going to have to rally with Micah Parsons out, which is why we're adding the receiving yards. I do still think that DeAndre Swift is going to muster 40 to 50 yards on the ground and then propel us over with the receiving, but don't be surprised if he has more receiving than rushing yards, especially in this matchup where Caleb Williams is going to have to take advantage of the check down. I haven't checked the weather report, I'll be completely honest with you, but I'm expecting some bad weather in Chicago. It might be a little bit windy. It is, after all, the Windy City. So that is giving us even more reason to take DeAndre Swift here. I love him for 73.5. I think he is going to be quite literally the X factor in this game. I think he's going to have a monster game for the Bears to win, and I think he's going to. I think he's probably going to break 100 yards in this category. So if you wanted to take that one as a straight, go on ahead. I absolutely love it. I told you to take 300 for Matthew Stafford on Thursday if you wanted to, and he got 400. And I'm telling you in this one, if you want to take DeAndre Swift for 100 rushing and receiving for a nice plus money straight, go on ahead and do so. But I love him here for the 73.5 rushing and receiving yards. We're not going to adjust it. And in that same token, DeAndre Swift is my favorite player to get into the end zone in this game. And on Saturday as a whole, he's just going to be the X factor. He did not score in their last matchup in Green Bay, which is crazy. I know that Kyle Mungungai takes a lot of those goal line carries away, those red zone carries away, but I fully see DeAndre Swift going out, getting the screen, and going for 20 yards and getting into the end zone. I like him that much on Saturday. So he's also my favorite player on Saturday to get into the end zone. And you can lock all of these plays in anywhere that I showed you earlier, but the one I really recommend is Sleeper. You get a free $20 when you sign up with code FFAPE. You get a $100 deposit match. You'll get a free square, probably Caleb Williams, to get 1 passing yard, so you can add to this play. And you don't even have to sweat out Caleb Williams and his passing yards. And on top of all of that, you get a free 30 days of premium plays, so you can lock in with us until past 2026, because it is almost the new year. So take advantage, sign up for Sleeper with code FFAPE, holler at your boy, and get that free 30 days of premium plays. Now let's get on over to the sports books. I absolutely love this play. We've been doing the straights lately, and I love this. I love the lines, the way they're set right now, because all these games matter. And I have the one that I absolutely love the most on Saturday. Now, here's the official sportsbook play that we are taking. We're going to turn 100 into $80 over on ONYX odds, because when you sign up with code FFAPE, you get that free $15. And when you deposit 10, you get a $100 promo in bonus bets. One of the best promotions on the market. So take advantage, sign up with code FFAPE. Send all that proof to the number below so you can get your free 30 days of premium. Now, what are we taking? We're taking the Bears. It's just so hard for teams to beat each other 2 times in one season that are within the division, as long as the team is not bad. And the Chicago Bears are not bad. I would put them in that very good category, if anything. And I think they're going to be just too tough at home. I don't think the Packers are going to be able to sweep this series within the season. We're taking the Chicago Bears at Soldier Field. Ben Johnson's going to have the boys ready. Micah Parsons, I do think that defense for the Packers will probably rally. Don't be surprised if they play very good. I would honestly lean towards the under. I'm probably wrong with that, so we're not going to take it. We're just going to take the Chicago Bears minus 126. But I decided just now that I want to give you guys a little bit more. So that's the official play. If you absolutely wanted plus money, go ahead and add the Eagles in there. This is not the official play, but that's still a very good play. I just don't see a world where they lose this game. Now, don't be surprised if the Commanders do keep it close, just because the Eagles have not been playing up to their caliber this season. So I do like that plus 7.5 would be a little bit better to avoid the push there, but plus 7 would not be bad as well. But we're just going to go ahead and take that money line. Not officially. This is all unofficial. Remember that. I'm just going to tell you some games that I think who's going to win, who's going to lose. So we got the Chicago Bears. We like the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, let's not forget, there's a ton of college football playoff games on Saturday and there are some that I absolutely love. Now, I'm going to tell you guys all of my leans right now. These are not official plays. These are straight leans. You can take this knowledge and do with it what you will. But I just think Texas A&M at home with that 12th man factor, with all the money that they spent on the NIL, I think they're going to beat Miami, a team that a lot of people don't even think should be there, who might have a chip on their shoulder for that regard. So I would either go Miami plus 3.5 or Texas A&M on the money line. Now, Ole Miss versus Tulane. I don't know why. I have no reason for this. Tulane does not deserve to be there, though. And I do think Ole Miss is going to walk them through the gauntlet, drag them through the mud. Lane Kiffin left them before the playoffs. Are you serious? That is the weirdest move I've seen in a long, long time by a head coach. You'd think he would at least wait. I get that the LSU coaching job is more coveted, but Ole Miss is still an elite school to be at. I don't know why he would walk away or do what he did before the end of the season completely and not try to at least chase a national championship. Maybe it's because he knew that they couldn't actually win it, but I do think that they covered this spread. I like him for minus 17.5. I love him for like minus 10.5. Money line's not worth taking here, but it's obviously Ole Miss winning this game. Now, Oregon, JMU is a little bit of a different story for me. I do like James Madison to cover that spread, 20.5. They have a very, very good defense. I think that they might shock a lot of people. Oregon is very electric, though, so we'll see what happens there. But I'm leaning James Madison 20.5. I'd like it even more with that extra point. If you wanted to add 21.5, I don't think they lose by 3 touchdowns. Now, I don't really have much else to say about any of those games going on and on just yet. I got to do more research, but those are my leans for Saturday in the college football playoffs. Texas A&M, Ole Miss, and Oregon are obviously going on. Well, Texas A&M, that one could be a little bit dicey. I do like them to win. But Ole Miss and Oregon are obviously going on. They could be nice little parlay pieces for your parlay. If I was building one, I probably would just go ahead and take that for the plus 169. There's no way in hell that Ole Miss or Oregon actually lose those games. JMU and Tulane probably shouldn't even be there. They're probably going to restructure the college football playoffs after this year just because of all the teams that should have been in there over these teams, but all of the obligations that the committee had to get those teams in there because they did win their conference. So we're taking Chicago Bears as the official play. If you want to plus money, you can do this 4-team parlay if you want to, but I absolutely love the Bears on Saturday. That's all I got for you guys in this video. I'm super excited about this Saturday. It should be amazing. Let's have a day. I hope you win all of your bets, even if you didn't get them from me. If you like the plays, play the plays. If you hate the plays, fade the plays. As always, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for the support. Let's keep on rocking. This month's going to be amazing. We got Christmas around the corner. For all of you Jewish people out there, happy Hanukkah. I don't know much about Kwanzaa, but I think that's coming up too. So happy holidays to all of you. Merry Christmas to all of you. And let's have a day. Let's keep on going, boys. I'll see you in the next free play video because we got a very, very sensational, amazing, excellent Sunday in the NFL to go over in the next one. I'll see you guys then. I'll see you guys there. Be prepared to cash some slips.